free. Matt and Erlane under Texas skies. Faith, truth, and events unfold. In every episode, our stories told.
Well, hello, people. We are back and we are here, and we're here with another episode for you. Rants and some God guns meat and potatoes, and we might rant a little more again. We'll have
and rant again and again.
Some automotive laughs, some automotive news, and all that good stuff. I'm Ernie Pollard.
I'm Matt Pollard.
And this is the Automotive Truth, y'all.
Hang on. Go like, subscribe, and share. Do it right now.
Yes,
right
do it now. Do it now.
All right, thank you.
Okay. We appreciate y'all.
Did you do it? I didn't see you do it.
We appreciate you all for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, for watching our content. We really do appreciate it. We're thankful for all those that continue to support us. We're just grateful to you. Thankful to you. Thankful to God for you, because of course we want to push more of our stuff out there so we can get picked up, the algorithm and all that good stuff. That's
what it's about. It's not about monetizing.
Right. We
got copyrights half the time anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't about monetizing.
We can't even monetize half the stuff that we create. But anyways, we keep pushing. So Matt, how was your ride today? We took a nice little ride to, where was it? Totem, Texas? Tomball, Texas.
Which is north of Houston. Right outside of Houston.
Yeah, it's a couple hours, 2.5 hour drive.
It's a familiar ride because from us, the only way to go to Houston is down 290. And we go down there a lot because of the UFC fights and stuff like that.
It's absolutely, driving through the Texas land is absolutely spectacular. I mean, just the open plains and you see all the
when you get out of
farms.
The city. It's really nice.
Yeah, you see all the farms, you see all the open sky, and I just absolutely love it. But we took a ride today, 2.5 hour drive to pick up a wheelchair.
Yeah, a big power chair
for Miss Cassie. It was donated to her, and what a great chair it is! Great chair. It's got all kind of power pushing buttons up, down,
it does.
side.
It stands up. It lays down, and all those things.
So great, and we thank God for those folks who actually helped Michael out and donated that chair.
Paid it forward.
Yeah. The husband was a police officer, I believe.
Is that what he was? I don't know.
I believe he was a police officer, and there was either an accident. I'm not sure what happened, but
they live in a gated community. We had to get permission to pull in.
Beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah.
But anyways, they donated that chair, and it's an amazing help. And we thank God for people like that are just, getting in the way. And right now, if you don't mind, I'd like you to scroll to our X page and through our Instagram and through our Facebook and find the link to the GoFundMe page for Cassie, so we can help Michael and Cassie out as she continues to bring her daughter back to life. Is Cassie's journey back to life is what it's called. Go to her Facebook page, and you can find the GoFundMe link there too. Right.
Hurry up.
To God be the glory for everything that he's doing in her life.
There's still some good people in this country.
All the people that he's putting in her way is just spectacular. Okay.
Spectacular.
Let's get into some rants, Matt Pollard.
Okay, let's do this.
Can we get in here real quick?
Rants.
We're going to rant in the house.
Rants.
We're going to rant in the house.
Yeah. If I remember mine, I'll rant too.
Okay. All right.
I remember.
So I'm going to play this video, and then we're going to rant. This is Officer Brandon Tatum. He has a YouTube channel. Y'all want to find him and follow him. He's a great, also a Christian, great guy, retired officer, knows a lot of stuff.
I hope it's not controversial, but if you're an African American, this is who you want your son to look up to.
Not controversial at all, Matt Pollard, because
I don't care if it was either, but this is who your son should model themselves off after.
Absolutely, 100%. Stand-up guy, wonderful father and husband, and just doing great things for the community, going out to colleges, speaking to all the young people, and encouraging even black youth.
Not only black youth, but
Yeah.
everybody.
Yes, but he encounters a lot of them because they I mean,
He encourages them.
encourages them and encounters them and encourages them to go the right way. And I want to say most of the time, if not all the time, he gives them a different outlook, and they're like, But anyways, he does a lot of turning point.
It's God first too.
Yeah, turning point events, and he speaks. And anyway, let me play the video because it's kind of funny in a way. But you will rant after. Ready? Here we go.
Listen to what this woman say and try not to lose your mind.
Got a DHS letter in the mail this morning, and I just now opened it. And somebody reported me to the state of Michigan because I'm making money on TikTok, and I drive a 2024 BMW.
How much money she's making on TikTok is the question.
Well, she probably lives in Section 8 house.
How much money? Okay.
She's probably in Section 8.
They have cut my food stamps from almost $4,000 a month down to $88 a month. They are telling me if I want a review that I have to sell my car.
Ma'am, if you on government assistance and they paying you $4,000 a month in food stamps, $4,000 a month in food stamps. What kind of food you feeding? You got giraffes at your house? They got a zoo. The taxpayers feeding a zoo. What kids need $4,000 a month? How many kids you got? And you got a 2024 BMW. Where did you get the money to get a brand new car? Who in your life got enough money to get you a brand new car?
Food stamps.
And why are you so stupid that you need a BMW? I don't know of a BMW that can carry all them kids that's $4,000.
Yeah, you need a Sprinter van.
That's why these people are losers.
Yeah.
First of all, the hat that he has on
is awesome.
Is really cool.
Is that Miller?
That's what I was gonna say. It's like the Miller Life logo, but he made it into MAGA, whatever it
says MAGA Trump Life.
Okay, so there's so many of these cases. So many of these cases where people are lying and about their boyfriend, husband, whatever, living with them, and that's always been the case in the welfare system. But let's back up a little bit. $4,000 worth of food stamps. She's getting.
So let's think about this for a second. The state of Michigan. How do you even get $4,000 in an EBT card or whatever? $4,000.
I'm sure she doesn't go through $4,000 first of all in a month. No, there's no way.
And who's approving this? And then you do a review and you still get money.
And if I'm not mistaken, right. She's still
so they
money.
do a review, but they're still giving her $88.
Still giving $88, yeah.
Is she not declaring her income from TikTok?
Yeah, obviously she's not. That's why. So
then the IRS is going to be after her now.
That's why they report her. And on top of that, the icing on the cake, she gets on social media and says it all.
She probably reports all this on TikTok on how to get all this money.
I've seen videos. We've seen videos like that before. She's just saying it all, mentioning it all.
How many kids does this lady possibly have? And she doesn't look really old. Like she looks like a young person.
She could have several kids. She has to have several kids in order to get $4,000 worth of food stamps. And I don't know what the background of the story is, but I do know that she shouldn't be on social media. This just makes me very upset. The fact that she's making money on TikTok, obviously, and she's driving a 2024 BMW. Okay, you made your money, but on top of that, you're getting $4,000.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Do you know that somebody can use that?
Somebody that really needs it. Somebody that really needs it probably gets the $88. And this.
There's so many cases like this. Even if I think about it, even
you guys voted for it. Michigan, you voted for this.
Back in the day growing up, how many of girlfriends of mine, friends, associates, neighbors, co-workers we're just juicing up the system like no other. Like just crazy things, acting like they were, a little nutty and going to Social Security building and claiming that, they were a little insane in the membrane and when it wasn't the situation, and collecting them nice checks from the SSI. And I mean, and I guess, and look at the world that we live in. Are you kidding me? I'm sure that this is escalated times 10. People find ways to get around every single thing. And now with social media and people giving you tips on doing things, because we've seen videos like that. Crazy.
I mean, why not? Our politicians are thieving
True
jerks.
True,
So why
true,
not?
true.
Why not the what do you call us? Citizens.
She's just she's upset she has to give up her 2024 a BMW in order for her to collect $4,000.
They just said a review. They didn't even say she'd get the $4,000 back.
Right.
Never again. You seem like a very competent person. Go get a job.
Well, she does have a job. She's working on TikTok, whatever she's doing.
If she has a job, she's not entitled to any wick.
Well, I don't know. It depends on how many kids you have, and she's probably entitled to some. If she's a single mom. Anyway,
you get nothing.
Y'all chew on that for a little bit, because that's a lot.
Yep.
I got another thing here. This is more on the biblical side of things, spiritual side of things, but I want to show you this because it has a little bit to do with how people get comfortable in
Situations
this type of living, in the government assisting living. Anyways, let me play the video and then you make some. We can talk about it later. But this is also a rant. I can't believe that. But
you can't believe it's not butter.
People do what they do. People do what they do. This is crazy.
I remember that I was in a meeting, and a woman came into the meeting in a wheelchair. The power of God took off, and this woman came in. No mobility in either one of her legs. Came back to her, and I said, "You believe the Lord will touch you right now and heal you?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm gonna pray for you right now. You're gonna get out of that wheelchair." She looked at me like what? I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna pray for you right now. Your legs are gonna start moving, and you're gonna be able to walk." So I prayed for her by the power of God. I laid my hands on her, command her legs to move. The electric power of God shot through her body. She stood up on her feet. She got hit so hard by the power of God, the shoes that she was wearing flew off her feet. She stood up and started walking through the whole meeting. The place went absolutely bananas. People started going crazy. And she's walking back and forth in the meeting, and people start taking out their phones, and they started filming it because it's so over the top. They knew this girl.
I would love to see that video.
That's amazing.
I would love to, that her shoes popped off her feet. I mean, I would love to see that. I mean, maybe they didn't catch it. Maybe they caught it after. But I
caught her running around.
Yeah,
right?
I would still love to see this video.
You knew this girl. She's crippled. She's unable to walk. And as she's walking, she sees that people are filming her. And she stops, goes back, grabs her shoes, and sits back in the wheelchair. I said, "What is happening?" People started looking like, what's going on right now? But she said, "You can't let these people film me right now." I said, "Why?" I said, why? She said, "No, you don't understand. You can't post that anywhere." She said, "I get disability from the government, and if I left this condition, I don't know what I would do. You're healed." She said, "Yes, I'm healed." I said,
wow.
Sits back in the wheelchair.
Wait, but there's more. I stopped it because Michael actually shared this video with us. And seeing her daughter in that situation where, my goodness, miracles can happen, y'all. The power of prayer. But watch what happens.
I said, "Do you understand that you can find a job? You can do something. Don't allow this devil to put you back in this position of being crippled." And she said, "No, I choose this. Attention." That's the other thing that she told me. She said, "No, you don't understand. I have a blog that's connected to my disability."
A blog.
Oh, okay.
She has a blog. She has a blog that's connected. So the same thing like this. She's collecting CSI as what else? CSI
as income.
SSI, right? And she's also has a blog or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about her making any money in it, but it's made her, get attention.
Correct.
So again, Okay, let me
Sometimes
just.
people will get the mentality that they can't leave behind the old identity because they're so wrapped up in a system that allows them, through disability, to be given just a little bit. Not in abundance, not more, just barely enough to get by. But we don't serve a God of little, we serve a God of abundance.
Of abundance. Amen.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm just, no more manna from the sky. It's time for the land of milk and honey.
How do you give up your miracle? You're getting up. You're getting up from you're walking. How do you give this up? How do you give up the power of God? My goodness.
And the miracle he did for somebody who probably had little faith. Like, why are you even there then?
Yeah, she said. What did he say at the beginning? She says she doubted even at the beginning.
Yes.
Even at the beginning, she doubted.
And God still did a miracle from someone that has little faith and doubted in the faith.
Because he had faith.
It was, yeah.
Wow. We give up our faith. We give up our I don't know, our humanity when it comes to money, fame, and everything else that comes with that. Like, we give it up. That lady's a perfect example of just giving it up. That lady, the other lady with the kids and the $4,000, she has no shame. She's giving up her self-respect. Just giving it up. My goodness, and the devil's just delighting in all this mess. All right, Matt Pollard. Anything else you want to say about this before I take it off?
It's a disgrace.
What is happening in this world? Is it us that we're just getting older and just noticing? I read something today. What did I read today? It says, now that I've reached 50, I'm not 50, y'all, but now that I reached 50, I can't see my phone from close, but I can see idiots from close or something like that.
I can see numbers up close, but I can see idiots far away or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I can't see numbers up close, but I can see idiots far away.
That's what it was. So many things that just, I don't know. Again, maybe it's because we're older and we notice a lot of things now, but I just don't.
I'm always like, where's my phone? And she's like, all you do is lose your phone. And I'm like, I never remember what I do with it. She goes, isn't getting old fun? And I was like, yeah, it's a scavenger hunt every day.
Trying to remember what we were saying.
Trying to remember what I was doing. Trying to remember where we were going. Why did I come over here?
Each and every day, just trying to remember. But you know what? We do remember. It just takes us a little bit, but we do remember.
We need some alpha brain. Hey, Joe Rogan, send me some alpha brain.
All right, my Paulo, let's keep going down this automotive truth tube. Where we want to go to some automotive news. Let's go there. Okay. What do we have in our automotive?
What do we have for news?
Automotive news pocket. I got some stories. About people getting scammed. Y'all better be careful out there buying cars online, meeting people on Facebook Market.
Yeah, man, be careful.
Give some advice, Matt, on things like that. Like, don't ever go anywhere with a wad of money to go meet somebody by yourself. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, we did it in like the used car segment. Mm-hmm. Go to a lit place. Go to a place with lots of people.
Yeah. Just be careful. Be careful. A lot of people are scamming.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go spend 10, 15 grand on something on Facebook Marketplace. That's for sure.
Well, let's talk about this guy real quick that bought a $50,000 truck on Facebook Marketplace.
Stupid.
How is that possible? How is it possible that $50,000 truck, you're going to go meet somebody to get a truck for? Anyway, here. Let's go.
That I never thought in a million years would happen to me.
Sherman Habibian found this truck on Facebook Marketplace and negotiated a deal with the seller. After matching the VIN number, looking at the title, and talking to the seller, he paid more than $50,000 in cash for the truck. Then he went to the DMV.
I'm sitting at the VIN inspection, and when they pull up on you, the lights come on and everything, and you're like, your stomach just drops.
It was a VIN switch stolen vehicle. We had to impound the vehicle, and so he was also out the vehicle.
Habibian was out the cash and the truck, but thanks to his quick thinking,
Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna give him his money back. Like,
Yeah. The cops ain't giving you money
that
back.
has nothing to do with them.
The insurance company ain't giving you no money.
Yeah, how does that work? The insurance, if you bought a car, well, no, he was registering the car. Well, it might have been already
You should
insured.
still have insurance.
I wonder how that, right? So the insurance won't
No.
do. Wow. Okay, let's continue.
The police had a lead.
Buyer had a relatively significant amount of information regarding the seller, which often doesn't happen.
I didn't think he would think that I would ask for his ID, and I think that helped with the investigation a little bit.
That would give police enough information to track down 22-year-old Lasta Rodriguez and arrest him
22.
3 days later, as seen in this body cam footage. He now faces 2 felony charges, but police say this is
Okay. I am going to think that maybe this kid didn't know.
Well, look at the van he's driving.
He's 22 years old. He's 22 years old. And he showed him his ID. Like, I don't think the kid knew that that car was stolen.
I think the kid works for somebody.
You think so?
Look at the van he's driving. He's driving an old beat up white van. The only thing you do with that is you run around stolen parts.
Possibly. But why would he show him his ID? Like, he gave him all this information. Like, that's just then again, he's young and
Yeah, he didn't think about that.
wow.
That wasn't on the word track. Do not give your ID. They're gonna add it for the next kid. That's for sure.
Oh wow. This guy, and he's completely out. It's not like he's gonna retrieve the $50,000 from.
Nah, he's beat.
He's in jail. The kid's in jail, I'm sure. Like, wow.
Well, maybe he'll talk.
No, maybe. And yeah, snitches get stitches is what I hear, but I digress. All right. Got another stolen vehicle story. You ready for this one?
Let's go.
This is a $500,000 car, brand new.
He never got it.
He never got
Believes
it.
it to now be in Guadalajara, Mexico. But let's start with how this Atlanta-based exotic car dealer says his Rolls was ripped off.
They're taking the information, they're logging in under a different company.
Just like several recent luxury car thefts featured on 7 News, Payne says his vehicle was grabbed in the same way cops across Miami-Dade say other ritzy rides are being taken, with scammers posing as vehicle transport brokers and creating a new and fraudulent delivery order, rerouting the truck drivers upon them picking up vehicles.
A whole different. Y'all better be careful out there buying these cars. Like, are they hacking into the system?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do they even know where the trucks are going?
Yeah, they must be hacking into it somehow, or there's an inside person possibly giving out the information. Dispatcher of whatever company. Something's. There's always something.
Vehicles posted for transport and routing them to other locations.
Their cargo is stolen and they don't know it.
Payne saw our reports and agreed to be interviewed.
I mean, my car had GPS tracking and they disabled it within 12 minutes.
That was over the summer, when his SUV was rerouted from Arizona to LA, instead of arriving to his dealership in Atlanta.
The map's going the
He says
wrong way.
police were no help, but he generated leads
is the other
through the
way.
online exotic car community.
I got a tip with a TikTok video of someone doing like a full video walk around of the car, showing it off. And I was able to positively identify that was my car.
Though wrapped in a different color, he says his vehicle was posted on social media.
He must have noticed the inside.
The interior, right? That's very
unique. It's unique and
it's unique to every customer.
And wound up at a Mexican dealership.
Directly associated with Canelo Alvarez.
The speed of these Canelo Alvarez shots is just cartoonish.
He says boxer Canelo Alvarez is tied to the dealership.
Wow.
They sold it to Luis Conriquez.
And that Mexican singer Luis Conriquez now has.
This is such a crazy story. Is this crazy or what? What this has to be like common. These things like to
right. So the boxer is involved with owning the dealership.
Yeah, like
and then they sell it to a fellow Mexican singer.
Wow.
Man, there's a lot of money in
There's tons of
mariachi.
pictures and videos.
Not accusing either star of committing a crime. Payne says he just wants his ride back.
You're not getting it back, buddy.
Yeah, you're beat.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah,
Big guy. Go get it.
Don't go get it. Don't do that.
First of all, try getting across the border, dealing with the cartel.
Don't do that.
And then the guy's a boxer. Yeah, good luck getting your car back.
Take the hit, sir. Take the hit.
I mean, the car's insured.
Yeah, I'm sure, right? Because that all comes with
Just
that
like all the
transporting.
Teslas.
Yes, we'll get there. We will get there. Oh, wow. I just thought it was fascinating. The boxer and
the singer, right?
What's to say that this doesn't happen all the time?
All the time,
with celebrities, and you don't even know. Like, they done stole.
I just
the
think
car.
it's crazy how like American authorities can't even go to Mexico. Is that why criminals cross the border all the time?
Yeah, exactly why. All right, moving away from the news, as far as
moving away.
As far as stolen vehicles and stolen merchandise, but let's talk about some spare tires. Okay. This is a kind of a PSA for you all there.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say that then.
What were you gonna say? Gosh.
I was gonna say, what is this? The stupid people episode?
PSA to help you when you purchase a car, because one of the things you should be asking is, where's the spare tire on this car?
We told you.
It was a surprise to Nancy Costa.
They said you have no spare, no jack, no donut.
And it was a surprise to Wayne Croto, too.
When I looked under the hood, I said, where's my spare tire, in the trunk?
Within the past few years, both bought brand new cars, and both were shocked to learn they didn't come equipped with a spare tire.
I'm angry because they should have told me this when I got the car.
Call for Action did some checking and learned that many car manufacturers are eliminating spare tires and instead replacing them with these inflator.
Okay, breaking news. Go ahead.
Is it a RAV4?
I don't know. I can't make it out.
So I think cars haven't come with some models. I shouldn't say cars. I know Lexus was doing it since 2006, 5, 6. So it's been around a while, the no spare tire thing.
So for those who don't know, breaking news, newer vehicles do not come with spare tires.
It became really popular when Barry came out with the CAFE law, where the cars had to have that, I think, 38 mile per gallon average or something like that.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know, Barry is Barry Soetoro is Barack Hussein Obama. So then he came up with the CAFE law because for some reason politicians know about cars. I don't know. They can't manage money, but they know about cars.
Yeah, Google it, Chat GPT it, find it, Gronk it, whatever you need to do.
The spare tire gets taken out to reduce weight, increases fuel economy, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why.
Exactly that, which they will explain in the video also.
Oh, look at that.
But just so you know, if you go buy a vehicle, and especially a newer vehicle, more than likely it won't be coming with a spare tire.
Most cars you can retrofit and put a spare tire in it.
Yes,
there's options,
and you'll lose the space in the back because there's nowhere to store it.
Some have them, like that car they showed, the inflator kit had that foam piece. You just take the foam piece out, and there's another. But the jack, the car still comes with a jack.
Yeah.
She must have bought a pre-owned.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very important. Whatever. Just make sure that you ask the salesperson, the dealer, whoever you purchase the vehicle, where is the spare tire? So important.
Yeah, you should always ask where the toolkit is, anyways.
Yeah, very important. Okay, let me finish.
Inflator kits.
So why are car manufacturers spare?
Inflator kits.
Yeah, they're on one-time use
so
too.
They won't come with a spare tire. They come with an inflator. I was going there.
Manufacturers sparing the spare tire? Well, it all comes down to weight. Many believe that without the weight of that spare tire and jack, it will save on gas mileage.
And listen to what else we've learned. According to Kane, it costs car manufacturers roughly $22 for a spare tire per car, but many are charging on average $300.
That wouldn't be a spare tire. That would be a donut. There's not a whole,
still, the
whole
donut's
spare. Okay.
A valve stem, maybe.
The valve stem. You're right. You're right. It costs more
No,
than...
it's a steel wheel. It's a tire, a valve stem. You don't balance them. It's not $22.
It's more than $22. Okay.
$100 to buy a spare tire kit from the dealer.
Kit.
Unfortunately,
Okay,
most
kit,
people have
the
no
kit.
idea that the spare is not available.
It's all right. We'll do journalism for you. The spare tire kit. You need another foam piece to go on top of the tire. You need the screw piece to go inside the tire to hold it into the car. And then you need the top layer piece. You need the place for the jack to go. It's a kit.
Mm-hmm. And what does this kit do, Matt Pollard? Tell us, what does this do?
It takes all the stuff out of the trunk, and then you can put the spare tire in there because it has the foam piece. If you go back, you'll see where the inflator sits is that foam piece that goes in the back of the car. And then it's probably like really thick to compensate so that other cover that goes on there doesn't sink down. So it's just a kit that it comes with the spare tire, it comes with the tire, it comes with the valve stem, it comes with the foam piece to put the jack and the tools in. And then there's the bolt that bolts the tire to the back of the car. So there's a lot of pieces. Yes.
Okay.
Don't make me chat GPT this.
Yeah, chat GPT. Let's move right along here. Okay. The Honda Prelude is back, Mike Pollard.
Ridiculous.
And not only is it back, but it's electric, I hear.
Oh, don't put swastikas on it because it's electric.
The Honda Prelude is back. This is a nice looking car.
I know. I wish it was like...
It looks like a Tesla.
Man, I wish it was... I wish it was gas. That's a pretty car.
It is a nice car.
So listen, spare tire kits on Amazon are $350.
We'll have an affiliate link.
Go into the bio. You want a spare tire?
Yeah, we'll add an affiliate link for you there.
Speaking of that, if you want Riverside.
Yes. Go ahead and tell it.
Well, if you want a good platform to do audio or video or both, you need to download the Riverside app.
Yeah, if you're thinking about doing what we do.
It's very easy to use, very friendly to use.
It definitely is.
You don't even need any special stuff. You can just do it right here with your earbuds.
Yep.
Right off your laptop.
And even on your phone. You can do it on your phone.
You can download the app. That's right.
You can download the app and you can do a podcast right on your phone.
But you have to use our link.
Yeah. So we'll actually attach it to this. Oh, I'm going back into
You really like that Honda.
It's a nice little car. I like the old ones.
Yeah.
I like the old ones. Yeah.
They used to have the all-wheel steering. Remember those? With the back tires turned?
Oh, no, I know. I never had one. So, no, I
No?
never knew that. Nope. Never knew that. Matt, I have a fun video for us to watch.
Okay, good.
I have the fastest SUVs, and you'll see as the video goes, they're giving us, the miles per hour, and
like the Supra one.
Yes, but these are really cool SUVs because they got Maseratis and Lamborghinis and Alfa Romeos. Did they have Porsche? Yeah, I think they have a Porsche.
Woo, Cayenne, maybe.
I think they do.
Cayenne.
Yeah, Cayenne. Mm-hmm. Sometime today. There we go.
The slowest.
So it's 100. It's going too
174.
Fast. It's going too fast.
It's going 174 miles an hour.
174. Okay. What was it? Was it a Mercedes Benz? I think it's a Mercedes Benz. GLC, I believe that is. GLE. There's a Range Rover.
Masonry.
174.
600 horsepower.
Oh, I like this.
That's an M.
It's a label red. X7 label red. Alfa Romeo. What? 177 miles.
Another BMW. That's an X4 competition.
I like that color.
X4M. X6M competition. 617 horsepower. What the heck is that thing?
A Maserati.
What?
177 miles an hour. What is that? A Jaguar. 178.
Oh, here comes Drew.
The Hellcat.
That's the same
Jeep.
car. That's the same exact car.
Really?
Exact.
What? But what? I never even knew that a Jeep Cherokee was considered.
This was before the Durango. So the Trackhawk.
Oh, okay.
It's the same chassis, everything.
Wow, very interesting. 180 miles an hour.
Yeah, 707 horsepower.
Whoa.
6.2 supercharger.
Wow, look at that.
Oh,
That's
George has one of those at his store in Jersey.
That's a nice car. Another Range Rover, 180 miles. 626 horsepower.
4.4.
There it is. So Matt's fingers are tingling right now, and his eyes. I don't know if you can see it from here, but they're gleaming. He loves himself a Porsche. If y'all don't know, if you know, you know. I like a Cayenne Porsche. I like it. He likes the 911. 911?
911 GT3.
Yeah, that's his car. 183 miles per hour.
That's 720. We get to church in 10 minutes.
Maserati Levantate. It's called Levante. Levantate means get up in Spanish, but that's not the same thing. But anyways, 187 miles per hour.
But it should be. The Maserati gets up.
I guess you're right. Oh, you've got another Porsche. Cayenne Turbo GT, 190 miles an hour.
Audi.
An Audi.
Porsche's little brother. That's a nice car. That's a really nice car.
What do we got here? A Bentley.
A
Bentley, vete pa' allá.
Oh.
It's a Bentley Bentayga. Bentayga, as I think it's called. Bentley vete pa' allá is what it's called. When the cops are coming, vete pa' allá, vete pa' allá. Vete pa' allá. Bentley, vete pa' allá.
That's funny. Ooh, is that the Lamborghini?
Yes. Stop. An Aston Martin.
An Aston Martin?
Aston Martin.
Is that what James Bond's wife drives, you think?
Maybe. 193 miles an hour, 607 horsepower.
Are you kidding me? That's
nuts. Twin turbo V8 engine.
They're all 4. That's nice.
There's a V12.
It's a Ferrari. What's just blew by a Ferrari? A Bentley.
Bentley. Vente pa' allá.
Another one. He's running from the cops.
He's being chased. Vente pa' allá, vente pa' allá. And
then a GLE 63 AMG.
Did you see what was that AMG going on?
900 horsepower, 205.
Whoa.
900 horsepower in an SUV.
Wow.
Man, no wonder why this lady leaves at 6 for the 6 o'clock soccer practice. I'll be there in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
What a great video, right? What a great video. All right. I saw something on Instagram that was kind of interesting. And it's something about like an MRI machine for cars that they're putting in the service drive.
In the service drives, yeah.
All right, I'm here at Team Toyota of Princeton to check out this AI-powered machine that can scan an entire car in just a few seconds and tell you everything that's wrong with it. Like, what if it tells me that this car that I'm interested in...
Wait, everything? Like what? Everything? Does it need brakes? Does it do a brake check?
Does it do a brake check? Does it check for oil leaks? Does it check the spark plugs? Does it check the air filter? Does it check the cabin filter?
Yeah.
Does it check the fluid level?
Does it check the check engine light codes?
Does it scan the codes when it drives through? Like
what?
The X-ray machine goes into the engine ECU and pulls the codes?
And does a pinpoint test and find see what the problem is?
Interested in is being held together by hopes and dreams. You know what? Tag a friend whose car would definitely fail this test. So the name of this machine right here is UVI, and it scans for scratches and dents. It checks if the tires need alignment or replacement, and it can do a full underbody inspection all in just seconds. It's honestly like an MRI for your car. So I put this Camry through it to test it out, and it scanned every inch of it like the Terminator or the FBI looking for hidden evidence. All right, so let's check out the report. The tires on this Camry look pretty good. The underbody has significant frame damage. Wait, what? Who took this Camry off-roading? And then it seems like there's some minor scratches here and there on the outside. But the crazy part is it did all that in less than 30 seconds. Dealers, imagine running a used car through this and finding out that it was used as a stunt double in Fast and Furious. Yeah, as a dealer, you can save hundreds in unexpected reconditioning costs using the UVI system. This honestly provides peace of mind and transparency for both the dealership and its customers. Absolute game changer. From now on, I'm only buying from a dealership that has UVI.
UVI. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So under vehicle inspection, UVI is what it's called. I think that's a waste of money for a dealership. I think. What's the
so if they're gonna run used cars through it, you can split the expense with the used car department. Well, I don't know about new car department, but you can split it with the used car department, so the whole fixed expense doesn't get charged to service, depending on the price of it. Did you look the price up? Any chance?
I didn't look up the price.
So let's think about it. What's the Hunter check? $55,000, $60,000 for the Hunter alignment check.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now and see.
All that thing does is supposedly check the alignment, the tires, and run pictures 360.
Yeah, that I think it's a waste of. I mean, it's cool.
Like,
it looks cool.
Why is it saying it has frame damage? I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a picture of the undercarriage. But Rafi did one on one of his own, and it actually picked up an oil leak on a car. So that was pretty cool. It picked up an oil leak. It didn't tell you where the oil leak was.
Oh, see, that's.
But you can present it to the customer. The car goes through the UVI. What's it called? UVI machine?
Yeah, UVI machine, under vehicle inspection machine.
Like UVI, like the eyeballs. I don't know.
Let me see if I can.
You can just bring it to the customer's attention, but still, you can't check brakes, you can't check fluids, you can't check maintenance items, but you can check the history. You should know that anyways when the car's coming in. I don't know.
There's all kinds of different ones. They can go from 100,000 to 250,000.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
advanced
AI powered 3D imaging UVI systems.
Not feeling it.
Yeah, no, I think that's really just a waste of money. Looks cool, but I rather pay for the money for a scanner like that will scan the VIN number and write up a repair order for me. I mean,
it could scan the plate and do it. Sure.
And write a VIN, find the customer by VIN number and write a repair order.
Yeah, it'll just print. It could print the appointment.
I'd rather have a machine that does that than this.
Yeah, then I don't have to worry about riders calling in sick and I don't feel good. I don't feel like going on the drive.
The cars will write themselves. The cars will write themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the text just send a multi-point, and then the customer has to pick it. We don't even need advisors anymore. Done.
Vete para allá.
Vete para allá. Bye.
All right, moving along. Matt, we talked a while back about these digital plates and these funky plates that you can buy online that can change the license plate to another license plate. Some old James Bond type stuff if you're getting chased by the cops or stolen cars or whatever.
Trying to run tolls.
Oh, that was it. That's right.
Yeah.
That too. But look what California is doing. Good old California.
Tonight, Californians can now toss out those traditional license plates and drive in a new high-tech way. Drivers can now buy those digital license plates for their car, but is getting one for your wheels worth it?
CBS 13's Adrienne Moore is getting answers tonight from the DMV. Adrienne.
Yeah, guys, let's talk about the price tag right out of the gate here. The cheapest option is $215 a year with a 4-year agreement. The DMV argues these plates are worth it because their purpose goes well beyond just a traditional license plate.
It's a big change. We're no longer your father's DMV.
The DMV making metal license plates obsolete, ushering in a new digital way to display a key piece of your.
She said they're making them obsolete.
Yeah, so now you have to do this.
So now everybody has to pay $200 to have it.
Or transfer the plates.
California
knows how to screw you over.
What?
California.
Like first with the EV cop cars.
And the EV mandates.
And the EV mandates and all that.
Burning people's houses to the ground.
No, I'm just talking about the money that they're spending, and then it just doesn't work out because, they only last this long. The plates.
So who's going to wire that into the car?
Yeah. Well, maybe it's battery operated or something. But
you think California people can put a battery in that thing?
Like I don't understand how. I don't know, but anyways,
your car's identity.
Some drunk suburban mom trying to put a battery in that thing.
I'm all about giving people choice here in the state of California.
Assemblymember Lori Wilson co-authored the bill passed by the state, allowing for all 40 million drivers to use the tablet-like plate.
She said, I'm all about giving people choice, but you're discontinuing the metal plates. What choice do the California residents have, ma'am?
The news said that they would be obsolete. They said that the
I'm just going off the information
plates.
on this video.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the video, they said the metal plates will be obsolete. This congresswoman or whatever the heck she is says,
I'm going to give people the choice.
I'm going to give people choice.
Let me rewind there a little bit.
What's the choice?
Lori Wilson co-authored the bill passed by the state, allowing for all 40 million drivers to use the tablet-like plate that can also show emergency messages like Amber Alerts and have built-in tracking technology to help law enforcement.
Built-in tracking.
Co-authored the bill passed by the state, allowing for
tracking.
all 40 million drivers to use the tablet-like plate that can also show emergency messages like Amber Alerts and have built-in tracking technology to help law enforcement.
Wow.
More control.
Wow.
My goodness. Dude, we want less government.
Wow. I tell you.
Let's just slide that in the bill. They won't know.
Let's just mandate it, because then you have to have it on your car.
But mandates aren't laws, but the law is to have the registration on your vehicle. So that's where they get you.
Wow. There you have it, people.
Greg Abbott, I love you, bro.
We can't make this stuff up. There you have it. All right. So, we're all this stuff that's happening in with these Teslas, every day there's a different story. There's a different situation and, different liberal going nuts and doing the most insane things to Teslas. So this is kind of a funny, but I put it up and we'll go into God, Guns, Meat and Potatoes after this. But I just want to show you what people are starting to do, because they say around there, that, these, many of these liberals don't know, and, that I'm very smart.
He's identifying as a Toyota.
It's not a Tesla, it's a Toyota.
Yeah, it's a Toyota Cybertruck.
Yep.
Don't swastika this one.
Yep.
It's a Toyota.
It's
a Civic.
It's not a Tesla. It's a Honda. It's a Honda.
I never saw that one. That's so funny.
Don't touch it. It's a Honda.
Oh, it's California. Mazda. Yo, that one looks good.
We're calling these Teslas in disguise. Like
that one looks really good.
It's more than meets the eye. How about this Audi?
That one looks really cool
How
too.
about this Audi? Tesla owners. PSA to all our Tesla owners.
It even has the Audi license plate frame.
To all our Tesla owners out there, this is a public service announcement. We just
disguise your car.
Yes, transform it into anything you want. They will never know.
Then they're gonna be like, You can't do that to your car. That's against the law. But you can transition your child.
You can't transition your car.
Transition your Tesla.
No.
Because these liberals are too bad word. I don't even know what I was going to say. I was going to say stupid. To figure out what a Tesla is. They were doing Rivians for crying out loud.
They sure were.
And then what is the purpose of doing this?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the segment of our podcast. GG Maps. Matt,
Guns, Meat and Potatoes.
Matt's ranting
Are
segment.
you starting with Tesla?
Yes, I am.
But why? I still don't understand what Elon Musk is doing for the uproar. What is he doing? Finding
our
all
money?
the corruption.
Finding our money?
Of our tax dollars.
Yeah, I don't know. And because, he got excited and put his arm up like, 5, 6, 7, 8 other leaders of this country have done in the past.
Because he took a still picture when his arm was in the air.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's waving and you take the right picture.
In a room full of Jewish and Spanish and Muslim and all kinds of backgrounds and nationalities.
Hillary's done it. What's the Minnesota knucklehead that tried to run for vice president?
Tom Waltz.
Waltz does it. Waltz did it during the campaign.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton. Everybody.
Yeah, they've done it. They've done it.
But like Elon was like, my heart goes out to you.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to you.
Yeah.
How is that a Nazi sign? Like,
yeah.
He builds cars in America.
Listen, we talked about this before, and they're just whatever Kool-Aid it is, they're drinking it. Whatever.
But it's just
whatever hate Kool-Aid it is.
Correct. Whatever hate Kool-Aid. So it was, a couple of years ago it was George Floyd. This year now it's to bash and destroy Teslas.
It's everything that goes. It's just everything. I always say it again. I'm going to say it again. If the shoe was on the other foot. If it was us doing, all this, if it was the Republicans, independents, or whoever, minus, them, doing this would be, people would be in prisons, people would be locked up, people would be, God forbid, unalive, because
Joe Biden would be up there saying, "Oh, don't worry, Tesla, we'll pay for every car. The taxpayers will pay for every car."
It's crazy. So, speaking of these Teslas, let's go down a little reel here. We prepared.
I hope they all get locked up for years.
The vandalism that's happening against your brother and your sister, against fellow Americans that don't deserve this, because you're not hurting the man that makes the car. You're hurting the people that work for this company. You're hurting the people that drive these cars. American cars, by the way.
Yeah,
it hasn't
America.
crossed the line when people are rooting for the failure of a company.
Well, first, let me say, until yesterday, I think I was one of the only Democratic elected officials to unambiguously condemn the violence and destruction against Tesla. I don't think you have to be tough on crime to do that. As you know, my grandfather is part of Gandhi's Satyagraha movement, independence movement. He said sabotage is a form of violence. This is not the best form of protest, and it's not the tradition. The second point is, I'm not going to root against Tesla. There are 20,000 people who work in my district who make a living off this.
A Democrat, making sense.
Off this. They're building electric vehicles that ultimately are good for the climate. I have huge, huge problems with what Elon Musk is doing.
What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? Can anybody answer that? What is he doing?
He has a huge problem of him
finding corruption,
digging up the money that has been stolen.
What is he doing?
People.
Gandhi. Have the protest and the conversation and criticism of Musk.
Well, he's related
Don't take
to Gandhi,
it out
actually.
on a company where you have engineers, where you have scientists, which are creating wealth for the country, which is helping the climate. And I think Democrats have to be able to offer common sense perspectives, focus on what the problem is with Musk. Don't focus on the wealth of a company.
Jim, they're taking to the streets or the...
So this guy on Comedy Central, whatever he has, the Daily Show here, and check what this guy, check what the audience does.
The parking lots.
Tonight, the FBI and ATF now investigating multiple cases of possible arson targeting Teslas and Cybertrucks.
This dramatic video shows multiple cars in flames. Police say the attacker used Molotov cocktails. It's the latest in more than a dozen instances of arson and vandalism targeting Tesla.
The same suspect shot more Teslas with a gun. Tesla Cybertrucks were set on fire in Kansas City, and earlier this month, shots fired at a Tesla dealership in Oregon. Cybertrucks on fire in Seattle.
Wow, you guys like petty acts of domestic terrorism, huh?
And then he says, cool. He says, cool. This guy, you see what it says here. Basically, the gentleman, he went and put a swastika sign on this gentleman's Cybertruck. Come to find out, the guy's a Jewish guy. And it says here that when he returned back an hour later, because the guy left and came back, the police was waiting for him.
In his Subaru.
Yeah, look. He did it with the third. Look at. Isn't that something?
Oh, wow, another liberal state,
angry
New York.
because she was driving a Tesla.
I was thankfully by myself.
Lee was on the way to a doctor's appointment in Linwood Wednesday morning when she says all of a sudden a driver behind her just laid on the horn as they came up to a red light. Things spiraled out of control when a white SUV followed her and cut her off, stopping in the middle of the road.
Gets out and walks straight up to my window. So I cracked my window and I said, what is the problem? And he goes, you need to sell your car. This is a Nazi car. You're driving it. You need to sell your car.
Lee says she's been driving a Tesla for the last 2 years. She says the man wearing a camouflage jacket and a ski mask attacked her for it.
It's really sad that this is what's happening to people who honestly, it doesn't affect how I believe or what I believe. Just the car I drive. Being in Seattle,
Correct.
Climate's important, our footprint's important. This seemed like the right move for our very busy family.
Isn't that interesting? You know, this is the climate control people. Oh my goodness. This is all being fed through what's being watched, what's being heard. This is all the media's fault. All of this.
And the media and the politicians. The media is just following what the politician narrative is being pushed.
All of this. You're just poisoning people's mind. Poisoning and putting all this, which is a lie. It's a lie from the enemy.
However, isn't the first incident or...
Hey, look at the billboard in the background.
I saw that. I was like, wait, we're going to abortion?
For God. Yeah, there is evidence for God. Yes, there is.
Active vandalism reported. We've seen attack after attack after attack. Teslas set ablaze at the Las Vegas Service Center earlier this week, with the culprit leaving behind the word resist. In Oregon, shots were fired at a dealership, and in Massachusetts, charging stations were torched. These incidents have only...
Now people can't charge their cars, people can't get to work, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Only intensified.
It could be your doctor. It could be your doctor, and you need medication because we know that you're on that medication. We know. It could be your doctor. Now your doctor can't make it to the doctor's office.
Yeah, but all these Fruit Loops do is do telehealth sessions.
Oh,
that's it.
Okay.
They just go on a computer. They talk to their therapist. They get all their drugs that are killing them, and then they go out and swastika
only
Tesla.
Intensified since CEO Elon Musk has taken a prominent role in the Trump administration while slashing government jobs and spending.
Felt so intentional.
That's what we need.
Exactly what he was there to do.
There was even a website, now taken down, sharing the personal information of Tesla owners to pressure them to sell their vehicles.
Are you joking me?
You know what this makes me want to do? Buy a Tesla.
Are you joking me? Did you hear?
Let's buy some stock first, and then
there was a website putting Tesla customers' information out there so they can be harassed. What is happening?
If you were on that list, you should sue them. Whoever did that.
Oh my goodness!
It was to align with what we thought, that it's easy to just, turn over a $60,000 car and find something new that works. That's not a decision that everybody can make overnight. And I think that puts a lot of us in a hard position.
Now, since May confronted, Lee says that she started taking the highways in order to feel more visible and avoid those back road stop signs. At the same time, though, she also tells me that she's made several reports regarding this incident. We're waiting to hear back if this individual is going to be facing any consequences. In Seattle,
look at what this insane person has done. Look at this. This is just disgraceful.
What the heck?
Disgraceful. Do you see this? Absolutely disgraceful. I saved the best for last. Disgraceful. Insane.
So if this is considered like domestic terrorism, if you shoot and kill these people, is that defense?
Well, I don't know, but I can tell you this: that Pam Bondi is not having it. She's locking people up. Here she is.
Do you know she got fined for wearing that cross into the courtroom?
Really? When?
A couple weeks ago, I think.
Really? Fined by who?
The judge.
Are you kidding me? So it says, Pam Bondi, this is her, the days of committing crimes without consequence have ended, said attorney Pamela Bondi. Let this be a warning. If you join the wave of domestic terrorism against Tesla properties, the Department of Justice will put you behind bars. It says here, and she's got a list of defendants. One defendant also armed with a suppressed AR-15 rifle was arrested after throwing approximately 8 Molotov cocktails at a Tesla dealership located in Salem, Oregon. Was that the same one that we read? I don't know if he had a gun, but another arrested in Loveland, Colorado after attempting to light Teslas on fire. Molotov cocktails again. The defendant was later found in possession of materials used to produce additional, that was the one we read. Incendiary, I still can't read the word, weapons. Incendiary weapons. And in Charleston, South Carolina, a third defendant wrote profane messages against President Trump and around the Tesla charging stations before lighting the charging stations on fire with Molotov cocktails. Each defendant faces serious charges, carrying a minimum penalty of 5 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you hear this? 5 to 20 years in prison. Whether you touch a car, you spray paint a car, whatever you do, they're coming after you.
Yeah.
They're coming after you. And PSA to you lunatics, you are being recorded. These Teslas record you.
They have cameras on all 4 corners of the automobile.
They can
all
find
4 corners.
You easily. They can find you. So be aware. Be aware, be aware.
All right, we're still on Tesla. We got to move.
Yeah, we do. Okay, we're moving right along here. Let's see. That last one was a little troubling, wasn't it?
That's disgusting.
Sickening to my stomach. Okay, I'm going to move over a couple of these things. The poison that's going out there, the poison that people are watching through the television and listening through their ears, is affecting those that are home most of the time. When people have a lot of time in their hands, things like this happen. Our veterans. I want to show you a video of our veterans.
What did you do last week? My banking information? I'm a taxpayer. Oh, are you? But I'm curious, what did you do last week if you're a federal employee? Are you one of these guys? Is it fair? Is it fair for the American taxpayer to ask? Loud noises! Loud noises!
You know why? Because they believe that their benefits are going to be taken away. They believe that D.O.G.E is out there to get them. And all that's being put out there is being put out by social media, being put out by
I didn't know where we were going with this.
The same people that are on X using Elon's platform are putting out all this poison and confusing people like our veterans. They're out there with a mob mentality.
Excuse me, can you stop that for a second? No, I can't. Okay. Can I ask, you work for the government? Or you're a veteran, right? Are you a veteran? I'm not. Well, then what are you doing here? I'm asking people. You come to a Holocaust memorial wearing Nazi outfit? How is that even equivalent to this at all? Would you do that? No, I would not do that. How is that equivalent? You're comparing this to the Holocaust? Are you kidding? That's absolutely ridiculous.
That's the devil. It's the devil.
Those are all paid people.
It's the devil.
That's why they're there. They're all paid people. Probably not a single one of them are government employees.
My goodness, you think so? All right.
They got paid 3 months severance. Do you think they're going to go stand out there and protest?
All right.
3 months.
Moving along here. Going down the same hate road. Here's Charlie Kirk talking to a student.
Will you do this or not?
Who claims the same, remember Jesse, whatever, Smollett? Yeah, it's kind of part 2. It's the same story all over again. But Charlie's about to check him. This is a student in this university.
That's really cute, Charlie, but I'm trying to give you the opportunity to alleviate hate within this group of people who have a shared ideology.
But hold on a second. There's no hate. There's just love of America here in this audience. That's all that's here today, okay? That's all that's here. But back to you. I heard your accusation. I'm now going to go to the University of Tennessee and tweet this and say, hey, this is a serious accusation. I want the governor to get involved, by the way. Okay. The governor's get involved. I'm going to call Marsha Blackburn. I'm now going to call Big Haggerty. I know all.
He's saying all that because look at what the student said, in front of everybody. That happened.
I know all these people, and we're going to find out really quickly if you're telling the truth or not, because you just came in front of 2,000 people, and we're going to go bring in the police. We'll bring in the FBI, because what you just said is unacceptable. You said Trump supporters called you the N-word. That is no place in America, and they threatened to rape you. That is no place in America. But you know what else is no place in America? Lies. Lying and saying it happened to you. So we'll find out really quick if you're telling the truth or not.
That's cool, but can you answer my question though? If you
my message to everyone in the audience, keep loving America.
Okay.
But
what about loving your neighbor?
Just so you know, this is going to become a very big issue. We're going to put this on social media because nowhere in America should you be allowed to go in front of a microphone with no evidence, no willingness to report, no likelihood to talk to police and say, oh, this happened to be at night, and ruin the reputation of half the country and say that they wanted to go me and call me the N-word. That is gross.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. You'll be hearing from a lot of institutions, and if you did indeed lie, you will be civilly liable for smearing this university publicly for a very big number. We'll find out if you're telling the truth. Thank you.
Thank you. That's really cute. Make sure you add me, Jaden Clyde.
I will. Thank you. Hope you have a good lawyer. Thank you.
So apparently he was saying that he was encountered by some MAGA supporters and that they wanted to SA him, and he said all these horrible things, and then the video before this, which I couldn't find, Charlie was like, are you kidding me? Did you call the cops? Where was this?
Yeah.
Let's talk to the what do you call that, to the college authorities, let's talk to this one and that one, and we'll bring you over there. And he's like, no, he was like, well, why didn't you go? And he's like saying all these other things rather than what.
And he called them a Jussie Smollett too.
He did. I wish I would have found that.
I think those
video.
are on TikTok.
Those, the
Charlie Kirk ones.
Yeah. Insane. That's just not. Something's not right in the cabeza there. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Like, how do you even think this?
Yeah. All right. I want to move on. We're going to move on from everything in the politics and everything. I want to go into some food stuff.
Okay.
I was going to talk about the Department of Education, and maybe we'll talk about it next week. What's that?
I guess we're doing leftovers.
Yeah, we'll probably do some leftovers. Okay, so I want to talk about tuna. Some of y'all like this sushi.
Is it tuna in the can, or is it the tuna you get in the sushi?
It's I believe
like a tuna steak.
Like a tuna steak. Yes. Oh. Let me play the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. But somebody found this video and this kid posted it, and just the things that they're doing to tuna, and people are buying them, grocery stores and restaurants, not knowing that these things are happening behind the scenes.
So I'm going to try and explain to you everything that's going on in this video in the 3 minutes Instagram gives me. But what they got here is they get a bunch of frozen, not so good ahi, and they trick everybody into thinking it's beautiful fresh loins or beautiful fresh ahi, which causes problems for consumers because you don't know you're eating pretty much rotten tuna. And then it causes problems for the local fishing industry.
They're brown.
Because
you see that? It's brown.
After they do all these tricks to it, it actually gives the impression that it's fresher than the ahi that we catch to the uneducated consumer. Educated chefs, they know the difference. Fishermen obviously know the difference, but the uneducated consumer does not. So what they do is they get this rotten tuna, and then they feed it into this red chemical dye and inject it through it, which gives it turns it from the brown poopy
but there's more
color that you see into a bright red color that never goes away. So even if the fish is completely rotten, it'll still look completely fresh because they're injecting this dye and then soaking it in this dye, chemical dye.
So you say, what about the smell? Wouldn't it smell if it's rotten? Watch what they do. Watch what they do
to give it the illusion of being fresh ahi. And the part coming up that most people miss in this video is coming up here in a minute. They're gonna inject carbon monoxide gas into the bags and then let the fish marinate in that carbon monoxide gas for however many hours, so it soaks all the way through it. I don't know how bad carbon monoxide is for people to eat, but I do know that it keeps the fish from smelling or tasting rotten, to the extent that people can actually die. It can get so rotten that people can actually die and never have tasted or smelled that it's bad, because the carbon monoxide prevents that from happening. So there they are. They're marinated in the carbon monoxide for however many hours. The major problem for consumers with this process is when restaurants or grocery stores turn this into value-added products, so sushi or poke, they do not have to label that this is the type of fish they're using. They can just say fresh made.
The issue is that
that's disgusting.
That they probably don't even know. They don't know. If they're not going to the, what do you call that? The dock or the fisherman or whatever, or the fish market or whatever, to buy them fresh, people shouldn't even be buying this stuff. But again, I mean,
this is the problem when you let the food come from China.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Exactly.
Well, hopefully we won't be getting it anymore with the tariffs.
Yeah.
And then we can buy American products.
Yes. Yeah, just eat clean. Know where your food is coming from, when it comes to meat, when it comes to chicken, know where it's coming from.
Wow. That's disgusting.
Yeah, pretty bad. All right, moving along. Let's get into some kids, right? Some kids in the cell phones and all this. I want to show you this video first, and then I'm going to show you the last video, which is by this Dr. Meeker Screens. But look at the reaction of this baby.
Can I see this?
It's a baby. It's a baby. So you say, well, maybe he enjoys the light, and maybe, he's upset because he thinks it's a toy and he took it away. But just watch what happens. And, watch. He's got some strong lungs.
No, don't touch him. Let him cry.
Watch. Immediately shuts up.
That's not funny.
And she thinks, look. So concerning. My goodness. Okay. So let's listen to Dr. Meeker about these screens.
What is wrong with people? And they think it's a joke.
I would rather my kids smoke than be on social media.
She'd rather her kids smoke than be on social media. She's going to explain why.
And here's why. I don't like cigarettes. I've never smoked. Here's why. If you smoke from age 13 to 18 and you stop, your lungs will regenerate and be fine, right? If you're on social media from 13 to 18 a lot and you're addicted to it and you stop, it has changed your brain, because we know that there's brain mapping going on during the teen years, and what kids take in visually and emotionally has a profound effect on brain development. And by the time they're 19, a lot of that is set in place and it's not going to change.
You can't unwire it. I mean, the blood of Jesus works. The blood of Jesus works. It will never lose its power. But this is what happens when we let the phones raise our children. We let the phones, give them the phone.
Well, Mother's Day's come back up, so maybe we'll get new phone cases for these mothers.
My goodness. Did you see that little baby? Already. And I don't know if it's the light or whatever the case may be, but I just scary.
They made those phones to be addictive.
So scary. All right. Let's leave on a light note here. I'm going to go into Automotive Labs.
Let's go.
I got two of them. And let's see. We'll play this one first.
I've heard rumors these technicians want us to start taking the parts out to them. Yeah, ain't gonna happen. What happens if you're away from your desk and we miss a wholesale call? Huh? Yeah, that's gonna be a big issue. So these technicians can keep coming to us and getting their parts. You know what? Since they're wanting to push us around, a couple of rules that we're gonna go on the next week or so. I don't care if the part's in stock or not. It's on.
How many parts managers behind the scenes, if you're watching, act this way, training their parts or not? Maybe they dream about doing this one day.
Yeah, right.
Back order. And I don't care if the local PDC says we can get it tomorrow. Everything from here on out is 2 to 3 days out, okay? Because if these guys think they can push us around, we need to get control again.
I had a tech the other day that told me to get out of my chair, and I said no.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Stay sit in your chair. Do not get up. They can't forget that they can't sell the labor without the parts, okay? And that goes for the advisors too. Don't let them push you around.
I got like 5 jobs and all the parts are back ordered. Yeah. So should I start calling other dealerships to get the parts?
Absolutely not. We don't do any extra work.
Oh.
You order it directly. Do not call the other Who is asking you to do that?
The service manager.
Okay, well, he can come talk to me next time. Thank you. Go back to your chairs, and I'm going to go inventory. Thanks.
You can go back to your chairs.
If you know, you know. If you live that dealership life, you know.
Wow.
You know that anything is possible. You think, you know, the way that they act at the parts counter, the way that they act towards the service department and technicians, they might be having these type of meetings.
They might be, because that's exactly how they are. Hey, I need you to do 3 things. Do we have it? Can we get it? And then, you know, I forgot.
The automotive life, y'all. That's what it is. All right, this is the last one, and then we're landing this plane. So this guy lost his driver's license, but he still has to go to work, is what the point of view says. It's like the autonomous car.
Yeah, it is. Should put Waymo stickers on the side.
Maybe that's what the autonomous car is, and we don't even know. All right.
That was funny. That was funny. All right, everybody.
Pretty clever.
I hope you like these episodes. I hope you guys get something out of it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Remember, do your own research on no matter what, on any news topic, anything you hear, anything you read. You got to do your own research, and don't always go to one source. There's plenty of other neutralized news sites out there. vtnews.ai is a very good one to go. It's a very neutral, very central. It actually tells you who's pushing what narrative. And of course, you got the Gronk and stuff like that, where you can do some research. And then again, if you want, if you need help with anything in life, any questions, you just want to talk, you can go to Connect us. That's the only place we really will respond is on Connect.
Any technical questions, anything, purchasing a car or something's going on with your car, and someone's giving you a diagnosis, Connect us. Matt can help.
Yeah, second opinions. Sure.
Yep. Other and as far as Matt says, the information, there's mass information out there. You just have to, like the Bible says, remove the meat from the bone.
Yes.
You have to separate what's real, what's not, and just pay attention to the signs around you. There's so much going on, and I know it's confusing. I know we're living in a hard time, but we're gonna get through this. Uncle Chompito, he's working on our behalf, but even greater than that, God is on our side. He's helping us through. So look to him. Look to God first for any knowledge or understanding that you need in steps that you're making in your life. Again, connect us, and we will help you. We'll help you pray. We'll help you and try to advise you in a godly way, in a Bible-based manner. And also PTL Global, if you're looking to be a service advisor, you're looking to make more money in your service advisor position, if you're looking to get out from the car wash, from the valet position, and you want to become a service advisor, hit us up, info@ptlautoworks.com. Send us an email. We'll send you the email to review where you need help. But listen, we've been successful in what we do, so we can definitely help you in whatever way we can. Yes. Follow us on Instagram, on X, on Facebook. Of course, subscribe
on YouTube,
and share this podcast. Share every episode. There's vast information, good information about automotive in our segments and in our podcast.
All right, y'all. Until next time.
All right.
We out.
Bye.